Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome and welcome back. If you're new, my name is Kaze and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing because I'm super excited for today's video. When I decided to start reacting to these work TikTok videos, I just wanted us to wake up together as a collective because there's so much learning and unlearning that we have to do, and I thought it wise for me to be sharing these videos with you guys. So let's engage each other down in the comment section below and let's keep it positive vibes as always. So without further ado, let's go straight to the video.
So what was the purpose of this powerful arc? Like what was it used for? Like how are they used? They use these pyramids as giant power structures, and this arc was like the reactor or like something.
A reactor, right.
So what were they doing?
Well, in the desert, when they had it out in the desert, it would give them power. It would give them power to power something called the mana machine, and the mana machine would generate this food for the masses of people that followed him out into the desert. And so it had this capability of generating food. Also, when they were out there, they saw enemies were trying to attack them. I don't know who these enemies were. It never clearly says who they were or why they were attacking, but they would then use this thing as a weapon. It would send a beam out and kill these people. This is technology, and that's in the Bible.
Wow. That's fascinating.
It's not magic. It's not a sky daddy with a magic wand. It's like real hardcore tech that was used. And they recreated this at a university in America using the exact instructions that are in the Bible.
Really? What university created this?
Google it. I can't remember the name of the university, but professor recreates the arc, or you can look it up. Several people actually have done it as well, too, since then. It generated so much power, he had to shut it down. It was pulling power from everywhere. Yeah. Crazy stuff. From the exact instructions, and he made one. There was a few arcs. There wasn't just one. One of them was discovered in Ethiopia at an Ethiopian church about 9 years ago, and someone who did a documentary on it claimed it was there, and then right afterward, within a year, it was stolen from the church. They didn't have the military or security or anything like that, and somebody came and just took it. So it's gone. That one's gone, but there's others.
Can you imagine if we had that technology to date? And isn't it weird that so many years back they had this kind of technology and somehow we don't have it now, or maybe we are discovering it now? I think that to me is so interesting and so fascinating, and I can just imagine how much it can do. Like I just blows my mind.
Have you ever wondered what you're doing on this planet? Like, what the hell is all this? Then in this video, I'm gonna break down the entire human matrix in less than 3 minutes. And if you don't have the patience for it, feel free to skip, but I promise you this is gonna be so fucking crucial because this is just mind-blowing information. So, first of all, we are souls that incarnate into human bodies. Your soul has the data of all your past lives. You keep reincarnating into different bodies. You probably have 100+ past lives. You might have been on different planets, different solar systems, different galaxies. You might have done a lot of shit, but you don't remember it because of something called the veil. The veil is like a spiritual block that makes sure that you can't remember where you came from. It makes sure you can't remember the spirit world, the multidimensional universe, and the being that you are. This amazing being, because that kind of ruins the purpose of life on Earth. And life on Earth is that your soul has certain karmic depths from past lives, and you might also have certain interests and desires that carry along from past life to past life. So for me, as far as I'm aware, I have many past lifetimes where I've traveled on different planets, and I've been a teacher about the sun, about healing, about the heart. I've been working with the Galactic Federation. This is a reading that I've got. And that's why I'm so passionate about this work, healing work, in this lifetime. Now, the way that you can actually remember past lives is through past life regressions and hypnosis and accessing the third eye, right? The third eye is literally what enables you to astral project and remember all these past lives. And as the years goes on and consciousness increases, we will all start to remember our past lives. But life, in essence, is basically your soul incarnates into this body. You live in this theater, this drama of life. There's different souls in human bodies. Like, the body has nothing to do with who you are. Like, this body you see in front of you, it's not me. It's just a vessel for my soul. So the egoic mind is occupying and it keeps you in this realm. But when you transcend the egoic mind in this physical realm and go into your third eye and you connect with the divine, that's when you see that you're simply a soul consciousness in a human body. So in conclusion, life is beautiful and people never really die. We just go back to where we came from. And as soon as you die, you'll remember exactly what your life is actually about.
The universe is so fair that it gives us everything that we want, you know. Like, there's also this other theory where it said, if probably you're a greedy person, you might reincarnate as a pig, because pigs are greedy, and you know, like, the universe literally gives you everything that you want, you know. So you really have to be careful with your desires, because the universe is just gonna give you what you want. So I don't know, let me know what you think on the comment section below.
For Tyler Perry, see that? This one, you can see this one clear as day. Clear as day. Okay? Look at that. That's not natural, you guys. Now, and you could tell that there's something going on with Tyler Perry's face anyways. But that's what I mean when you can see the mask. And this is like a whole suit. It's very thin latex layers that give you size, extra size. You know, it goes down to the torso, it's the neck, it goes over the ears. These are very advanced masks, and they're used to deceive us, and they're getting better and better every day. If you listen to the voice on Tyler Perry when he speaks, you will clearly hear Will Smith.
She was so happy to have that. It's very sentimental for me, and we do a lot of shooting down here for a lot of the shows. So it's always really fun and powerful, and it's a good memory of her to be down here. She was very proud of it.
You don't try to build a wall.
We need to come together and do one thing: stop participating. And when we do that, the game is over. When we literally say, Monday morning, we're not going to go to work. Imagine if 30 million people didn't go to work Monday. Imagine if 30 million people didn't buy gas on Monday. Imagine if 30 million people went to the bank on Monday and said, I want to withdraw all my money. They can't even give it to all 30 million because only 15% of the cash is available on hand at any given time. The rest is fake zeros and ones. That would collapse the banking system in one day. You see the power in that? You have the power. Well, we all have the power, but what's keeping us back from doing this? Fear. Oh my God, if I don't go to work, I'm gonna get fired. And if they don't participate in it, and I'm the only one that doesn't show up for work, I'm gonna lose out, and I'm not gonna be able to pay my rent. I'm not gonna be able to make my car payment, and so forth and so on. You see the trap they have us in? They have us in this system where we're afraid to work together. Man, we're brothers. We should be, link up. Let's do this together.
So consumed with fear that we forget that we are more powerful than the system, you know.
I need to speak to my fellow melanated beings. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room. For centuries, medical institutions have ignored the specific biochemical makeup of beings who have melanin in their skin. Why would they tell us anything that's going to help our health? It is said that the sun's UV rays is harmful to the skin. Melanin protects it from the sun. The more we sit out in the sun, the darker we get. Just like solar panels absorb the sun for energy, we do the same thing. Before I go deeper, this video is for educational purposes. It's not real and it's scripted. The way they define the relationship between melanin and the sun is crazy to me. Like the sun is so harmful that they need to cover it up and make all these fake clouds in the sky. The study of health has always been in the benefit of the opposite shade. And this video is not to create disunity. It's just something that we can't ignore. That's why they don't teach us about sun gazing, sunbathing, how beneficial, how healthy it is for our bodies. They will never share the importance of the sun to us because it does not benefit them. I mean, come on, think about it like this. The fact that melanin is sold and worth more than gold, and the fact that everybody is forced to care about money, let's monetize our bodies. I saw an article, and I've been seeing this around a lot, that the average black person, has almost $40 million worth of melanin in their body, and they don't incorporate it into our health. Stop the cap. Y'all know how we treat it in these hospitals. And it's the fact that we went to these westernized, whitewashed, authoritized, corrupted places of treatment to fix our bodies that they won't even correctly teach us about how to properly take care of it. I have read books of people who have melanin pigmentation are affected differently with health, food, environment, emotion. We taste differently, we dance differently, produce music differently, all for melanin. And the fact that we are not incorporating melanin into our health is downright illegal to me. I'm getting really bothered that our melanated American families have so many healthcare problems. Give an example of the women. There are too many black women who have fibroids, diabetes, strokes, high blood pressure, and we repeat the same form of treatment with these hospitals that want to take our organs and don't care about our pain levels. And the fact that I want to say that health has never been just physical. Everything is operating off money. It's not operating off of the evolution of people, the evolution of our minds, our spirits, our bodies, our souls. But you do know what's going to keep evolving? These corporations, pharmaceuticals, electronics. We all know our health is not taken seriously. And if y'all don't think we absorb the energy from the sun, how is it that I went to Florida on some real spill? I'm not finna expose myself, but I have pictures of my skin literally way darker than what my skin looks like now. Matter of fact, every time I go in the sun and I lift up my shorts, my leg is always looking like this. But then it turns back to my original color. Where did all that conducted, energized melanin go? You feel me? So when are we going to change the way we look at our healthcare as melanated beings? Y'all stay dangerous. And I didn't close the blinds because it's nighttime.
Wow,
Yes, I needed to make this video right before I go to sleep.
I don't understand the use of sunscreen as a black person. I mean, the sun is meant for me, so why the fuck am I using a sunscreen? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you use a sunscreen? And if yes, why do you use it?
That's one of the things that's causing depression. One of the things that's causing this funk that people are in is that we're living our lives, many of us at least, in these very unfulfilling ways, where you're going to this office with artificial light and you're doing something you don't want to do all day long, and then you get home and you're tired. And on top of that, you're eating potato chips and you're drinking soda, and your body is just like, what in the is this? We're supposed to be out in the fields, supposed to be walking up hills, supposed to be looking for animals or gathering vegetables, supposed to be doing all these things that our body's designed to do. We're supposed to be in nature. Yeah. And nature is like medicine. It literally is a medicine to you. Yeah. People that have to go hunting, you don't have to go fishing, just hike, man. Just hike up to the top of a mountain and look out. There's a reward that you get from that is intensely fulfilling.
We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ. In other words, a dumbing down, a chemical dumbing down of society. So everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel. We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly. And very few people of very high IQ who have good cognitive function who can figure this all out. And that's what they want. So, you can kind of piece it together as to why they are so insistent in spending so many hundreds of millions of dollars of propaganda money to dumb down society.
That's why I say that you should question everything. And that's why I'm here, because I want us to wake up together.
Sad to say, as you know, if you want to talk to somebody well-informed about diet, don't ask a doctor. They know plenty about drugs and procedures. They know next to nothing about diet and nutrition.
You were, as a cardiologist, what was your training in nutrition?
Virtually nothing. Lots of interest, but the formal training could be measured in minutes. So that's a sad reflection of the focus of conventional healthcare, that there's plenty of time spent on pharmacology and procedures and acute catastrophic care. There's virtually nothing taught about nutrition. And sadly, often formal nutrition is so colored by industry and their agenda that maybe it's good that physicians are not educated in nutrition, because it would be sad.
Fake news. You were the subject of a fake news story Oh yeah, what they say? I was running for president. No, I voted. No, what they say?
You switched your support.
I switched. Yeah.
What do you make of all the fake news that it affects?
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's the great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
You have to question things, you know.
What's your conspiracy, brother? There aren't that many conspiracy theories anymore because we found out that all conspiracy theories, there's a nugget of truth in there. It came from somewhere. That's where it became a theory. And then it progressed to the point where it became a conspiracy theory because there was something there. So, you know, we don't have to wonder, are there other beings in the universe other than us? Exactly. Reverse engineering can only be a thing because of a thing. We can see that in all other industries, if it's not military or government based, there are no leaps in technology anywhere to be seen. It's only in these certain sectors that we're able to jump ahead because of, you know. I like to.
All right, kings and queens, this one is about to get very deep. Strap your seatbelt on. We're talking about music. Let's go. As someone who listened to music my whole life, rap music, hip hop, R&B, you name it, bro, I listened to it my whole life. Headphones in on the way to school, on the way to university, always headphones in. Like, we are children of the information internet age, right? So we are completely different. We are constantly inundating ourselves with frequency. However, here's what I need you to understand about music. Music is a very powerful tool which affects you in every which way, form and fashion. Psychologically, spiritually, vibrationally, energetically, on a molecular level too, because you become the vibration that you subject yourself to. People, listen to what I'm saying. You become the frequency that which you subject yourself to. And when you start to realize, right, that everything has been inverted, everything has been weaponized, the standard frequency for music nowadays is 440 hertz. If you know anything about frequency, you know that this is a very harmful frequency for the human vessel. It dysregulates our energy. It puts us on an imbalanced state whereby we're not in homeostasis energetically. We're all over the place. You know, our physiology is heightened. This is why people say they feel anxious and depressed. Like, you need to understand everything is surface level. No one's telling you the reasons why you feel anxious, why you feel depressed, why you feel like your energy is off, right? Sound can take on physical matter. When you subject sand or water to certain vibrational frequencies, it matches the vibrational frequency and it gives a geometric pattern to match that which you've subjected it to.
In this experiment, two techniques are used to visualize sound waves. Water resting in a low frequency speaker, and salt resting on a high frequency mechanical wave driver. As the instruments are activated, they vibrate in resonance with the waveform, revealing geometric patterns. The patterns change with the pitch and volume of the sound wave, visualizing the nature and shape of waveforms.
You are 80% water, right? So that begs the question, when you put headphones on and you're listening to certain things that we know vibrationally, we're not even talking about what they're saying. Like, forget the lyrics for a second, right? We're purely talking about the vibrational tone of what you're listening to. It's already damaging you. It's already having a negative impact on your body, on your vessel. That's how deep it goes. This is why rap music 24/7, like, really peep that. I've not even started talking about the lyrics. We're going to get to that. Bitch, shit, kill, drugs, trap. Yo, come on, man. When you really understand, when I say to you, like, that this is a game of energy, this is not just me talking out my ass. This is not just me reading something online and it sounds good. Yeah, everything is energy. No. What that really means is that you are a receiver and transmitter of energy. This is why they say the persona is false. This is why they say the ego isn't real. Look how many times in life you change. Look how many times throughout the day your mood fluctuates up and down. When you realize that this is purely a game of energy whereby you are willingly and unwillingly subjecting yourself to things that either heighten or lessen your vibration, then it's just a game of like, cool, forget what the trends are, forget what is socially desirable, forget what I've been taught. Let me just go off my pure intuition, my intellect, my conscious awareness as to, we've really been fucking shagged our whole life. No one's been taught anything. So if I'm going to play it from a purely alchemical, energetic standpoint, I know and I will be aware as to whether something heightens my energy or lessens my energy because I'm in full control. I'm paying attention. And music is the same thing. When you detach from music, you're going to be like, holy fuck, this is really having an effect on me. Like this drill, rap, that deep, hard trap music. Listen, it bumps, man. You're in the gym, you're doing your sets. I get it. However, we cannot be surprised when we start to feel off and vibrationally shaky and we're nervous and we're anxious and depressed. The stuff that you're subjecting your ears and your mind and your consciousness to, you are becoming. You are literally becoming that frequency. This is why I always tell you lot, you can flip that on its head. There's not only the gem there, but there's also the action, right? You've got the information you need to understand what I'm saying. You've also got, when you recontextualize it, you can merely just see it as cool. I'm not going to subject myself to any 440 hertz frequencies. I'm going to detach from listening to so much music from early morning in the shower, on the way to work, on the way to school, whatever. I'm going to detach from that and I'm going to start to listen to high vibrational frequencies. I'm listening to binaural beats. I'm going to start listening to mantras. I'm going to make a video on mantras. That's going to blow your mind. Guys, really, really and truly, right? This isn't about being popular. This isn't about fitting in anymore. This isn't about having an account on social media which is similar to everyone else and exceeds everyone else's followers and likes and engagement to appear a certain way. This is beyond all of that. This is beyond me, your idea of me. It's beyond everything. This is just about you taking your power back, bleeding the avenues by which they drain you energetically, and really feeling for once, subjectively experiencing real power for once in your life. When I say all this stuff, I am God, higher levels of consciousness, transcending the levels of human consciousness, right? This is subjective experience. I'm not talking out of my arse. This isn't purely on an intellectual level. This is what you'll start to understand, right? A lot of geniuses exist. There's a lot of people who are very, very intelligent, but they're stuck in intellect. Intellect is another barrier that one must transcend because intellect in and of itself is limited to language. It's limited to concepts and ideas. Whereas what we're talking about is beyond language, concepts and ideas. It's the all-encompassing, non-linear, intangible essence that governs all the laws around you. You need to be A, aware of them, and B, actually implementing the things that are going to skyrocket your energy and vibration. Even when you're at a super high vibration, you still got to be consciously aware. And what's great about being super high vibrational, cleaning up your diet, eliminating music, paying attention to what you feed your first gates, right? What starts to happen is that you become so much more sensitive. And that's amazing in the sense that you've desensitized yourself from, the things that we claim to be normal. Like listening to rap music. If I was to pull up one of my brothers on the street, right, and take his playlist and start listening to his rap music, I'd be like, yo, bro, how do you feel after this? Like, yo, do you feel any different? He'll be like, no, I don't really feel any different. I listen to my music. Why? It's because he's desensitized. If I was to give him a week, 2 weeks, a month off of music and put that straight back on with some big headphones, he'll be like, yo, fuck, like, you start to really feel it dysregulate your energy systems. You are beyond this physical, it's not just this physical dimension that's important. Guys, the music and the quality of the stuff you listen to is important. Very, very important, because it's like with diet. That which you subject your body to, you become. And it's the same thing with vibrational frequency. That which you listen to, you actually become on a molecular level. Because like I said earlier in the video, you are more than 60% water. 60 to 80, all of them say different numbers. We haven't substantiated exactly how much it is, just you know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, right, you knowing full well that you are literally going to become the frequency of that which you listen to, it is your responsibility to remain self-aware and constantly catch yourself, right? Because you've got to, it's almost like the awareness game becomes, okay, cool. I feel this way. What have I subjected myself to in the past hour, 2 or 3 or half a day that may have shifted my vibration? Is there something that's surfacing from within? Is it a certain song I was listening to? Is it a Netflix documentary about murders and shit? Like, it starts to get that deep where you're really paying attention to everything you're subjecting yourself to. And if it doesn't heighten your vibration, doesn't strengthen your aura, your force field, and allow you to remain grounded, that's your intuition, your energy body signaling to you that it's not for you, that it's actually dysregulating your energy. No one comes in anxious and depressed. Do you see anxious kids? Do you see depressed children? No. And that tells you everything you need to know, because we don't come in powerless. We don't come in depressed and angry and frustrated and in fear. We are programmed to be that way. We're forced into environments which elicit the ego and force us to be that way. It's about tapping in up here, cutting those cords and realizing that you don't have to subscribe to any of it. That's where you really find your true sense of self, your true power, your connection to source and divinity, and you really start to ascend, right? It isn't pretty, like I said before. You lot think that this spiritual stuff is super duper unicorns and sunshine and rainbows and glow 24/7. Yo, it is one of the most difficult things I have ever had to endure. But we're here. I'm saying, guys, I really hope some of the messages have landed. Pay attention to what you feed your gates, your mental diet, the quality of the information that you put in. And remember that you are going to become that which you feed yourself, right? Garbage in, garbage out. That's simple. You want to think of a higher quality? Put higher quality ideas in. Learn about Tesla 369, like I mentioned. Learn about Leonardo da Vinci. Learn about Socrates. Learn about Plato. Yo, there's so much to be learned. It's actually immense. That's what makes it so beautiful. Guys, the power's in your hands, like I always say. Hope you have an amazing day. Look after yourself. Peace and power. Love and light. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.
A moment of silence so that we can let whatever he said sink in. Because
since I moved to Sweden, I've been hearing Africa poor, Africa poor, Africa poor. How is it that a nation that lives under credit is calling Africa poor? Don't bash me, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? In Uganda, if you see someone walking around with an iPhone 12, they paid cash for it. If you see someone having a house, they built it cash.
True.
If you see someone driving a car, it's cash. Because in the world where I come from, if you don't have the money, then you can't buy. We don't have credit. Take example, Sweden.
Makes
I can
sense.
go to a shop, get an iPhone 12, credit. House, credit. Car, credit. Everything is credit. Even underwear, you can get it on credit. So technically, if you lose your job, you lose everything and you can go to the streets, okay? In Uganda, if you lose your job, you get to keep everything.
Facts.
You'll just worry, where am I going to get money for school fees? Then it came to me like, how the hell the people who live in credit called people who pay cash poor?
I think make it make sense. Like,
what do I want people to know about me? Can I twist that question?
Sure.
This is what I want people to know. The whole point of the human race and the human mind in itself is evolution. Whether it's evolution spiritually, physically, period. Evolution. The purpose from birth is creation. That's all humans do. Everything around you was created. You were created. That table over there created, this chair created, this mic created, that camera created, that hat created. The whole point of the human race in itself is creation. Before now, when there was at least ideally the belief of two human beings on earth, everything after that was a creation in itself. The whole point is evolution and creation. If you're not evolving, you're doing something wrong. So anything that takes away the power of your mind is keeping you still and delaying your evolution. The whole point of life is evolution. Study your laws of the universe. The law of attraction, the law of abundance, the law of equivalent exchange. Study your laws, the laws of cause and effect, the karmic cycle. Study your laws. Dwell into your mind, meditate. Understand that you can alter your realms by your train of thought. The minute you slow down your thought, you're able to leave your body through astral projection. You're only enslaved if you can't control your mind. So while you can and while you don't have the whole world against you, or you don't have a lot of worries, worry on freeing your mind from this realm. When you can free your mind from this realm, everything is but a thought. And if you can't free your mind, then you're a slave to this realm. The whole goal is you live and then you die. You can die plenty times while you're alive. The idea of physical death is completion. You served your purpose and then you went. There really is no rest for the wicked at all. I can't astral project, so I'm going to teach everybody else to do it, to free their minds and their souls. Or I'm going to, at least, if this is what you want to dwell in, which I don't want to dwell in, I'm going to teach you how to at least be happy or create while you're here. But for those of you that seek out power, follow me. That's what I want them to know.
Wow.
The slavery is not physical anymore. It's mental. As far as the New World Order has come in the shape of electronics. You know what I'm saying? Taking away your mind from what you want to apply it to. The mind is but a magnet to what you want. You know what I'm saying? The law of attraction, like all the laws of the universe, I studied all the laws of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I fully apply that. I was born with the knowing of it. It was strange. That's why I felt like I knew. Like I believe, like I'm a really weird kid. I believe in past lives and future lives. I believe in the karmic cycle. I believe you will repeat this life until you get it right. I believe until you align the karmic cycle, nothing else matters.
Okay.
Like astral projection, weird stuff like that.
And you incorporate that in your music?
Yes. To some degree, yes.
I usually have dreams about my performances, and I have visualized everything from the color of my stiletto to my hairstyle to the choreography and movement, and no one has seen it except me. So there are certain details that I'm really specific about. And it's very strange, but all of my really great performances, I saw them happen before they happened.
So whatever she said, I do it too. Like I think it's called visualization, like where you imagine something before it actually happens. You know, like I imagined me being here right now, like creating this video for you guys. I first saw it in my mind before I actually created it, and I think that's what she's saying. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she's weird? Do you think she belongs to the Illuminati? Do you think she is evil? I don't know. What do you think on the comment? Taking up to this part, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe down below so that you can get notified every time I post a new video. More videos are coming, guys, so you have to stay tuned. And also I want to thank you guys for my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being part of the family. And yeah, let's keep it positive vibes, and I'm going to see you on to my next video. Bye bye.